Are you sure this is safe?
Nope.
Of course not.
Definitely not. Hey there, YouTube basics. Welcome back to the channel and to our react along series to Netflix's Arcane. If you're new here tuning in for the first time, hey, I'm basicwitgirl and this is episode 5. Last episode 4 was, while you might hear episode 4 and think it's a middle of the series sort of episode, that is not the case with what we've got going on with Arcane, because it seems like, not even it seems like, I know for a fact that this story is told in 3 segments, and then those segments within 3 episodes. So while this was 4, it was like a part 2, episode 1. If you haven't done so already, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications so that you get alerted to when new episodes go live. And yeah, so episode 5, we're leaving off after... I like doing little recaps at the beginning of videos because honestly, it's kind of tough to formulate thoughts at the end of an episode. For me, it takes a little while to really process everything and to sort out the spaghetti of this world of Piltover and what all is going on truly. And episode 4, somebody pointed out in the comments, had a lot of parallels to episode 1. You had Powder, Jinx, stealing the crystals from Jayce. You had buildings blowing up. You had, let's see, what was another one? Caitlyn being hurt seriously. And that was something that I didn't really put together at first. So shout out to that commenter. I appreciate that little bit of intel, because while episode 4 was all about Progress Day, I think that really that was more of a metaphor for just like where all of our characters have progressed, but then also how they have not progressed and how sometimes history does repeat itself. We also had insight to Mel, who is the councilor who has gotten Jayce now on the council. And I really liked her at first, because at first she was very supportive of the research that the boys were doing and very like encouraging. We saw at Progress Day, though, that maybe she doesn't have the best intentions. At least that's my first read on it. Seems like she, man, I don't want to say necessarily has nefarious interests, but she wanted to push for this announcement. She wanted to kind of manipulate Jayce and Viktor into doing her preferred plan of action. And so I don't know how I necessarily feel about the Mel anymore. We also know that Powder now goes by Jinx. She is closely working with Silco on their whole purple cough syrup distribution, the manufacturing. Shimmer, I believe is what it's actually called. But for me, my brain said cough syrup when I first saw it. So if I call it that, I'm so sorry. That's just what brain simplifies it to. Jinx is obviously, while she has come into this inventor role, this tinkerer, you know, it's obvious that Silco is supporting her in that way, encouraging her with her gadgets and stuff like that. You see very plainly that she's still harboring a lot of trauma from that night, episode 4. We saw her with dummy little, maybe not dummies, but like mannequins of Clagor and Milo. We know that she thinks that Vi is dead, and she's just holding on to a lot of this, and it's making her make some very rash decisions. So that is kind of where we are at. There's a lot of other themes going around, but when you look back, that's what really stuck out to me. Oh, Caitlyn. Let's talk about Caitlyn. I love that she has kind of broken this mold and gone against what maybe it seems like her parents had wanted her to do with this career, more university science, and has really said like, no, I'm committed to kind of helping more the Undercity, or at least in a way where she's actively trying to put an end to these major crime factions, doing research and investigations to try to figure out like who's behind. We know that it's Jinx, but she actually seems like she really cares about the people economically lower than her. And I love that. So that's where we're at. Let's get into episode 5. Ooh. Oh, shooting range. Is this a new friend? Somebody new? Uh-oh. I was gonna say, is this Caitlyn just with her hair pulled back? Oh! Cait! Wait a second. So this is a flashback, right? She won. Yay. Fantastic. This is definitely a flashback. Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute.
Did my parents pay you to let me win?
The trophy is yours. You earned it.
You haven't answered my question.
No, your parents didn't pay me.
But
I just
she
thought
let
you
you
deserved it.
Oh, she let her win anyways. You can't tell somebody that. They're not going to want their trophy anymore.
Begs the question, young Kerman. What are you shooting for?
Oh, I love this little lore as to like maybe why she decided to go with this this path after Grayson's death. Interesting.
You attacked an inmate. Why?
Why not?
He was a witness in an ongoing investigation.
Bummer.
Bye.
Okay, this is getting old. Can you just send in whoever's gonna kick the shit out of me so I can get on with my night?
She didn't put the Silco connection together? Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Find Silco yourself.
I will, thank you.
Undercity's gonna eat you alive.
Do you want a little bit of help, though? Cait?
Concerning inmate 516.
Not cooperative, huh? You want us to have a chat with her?
No, I want her to come on this investigation with me.
It's for her release.
Since when's he a counselor?
Since
Today?
today.
Yeah! Are they gonna be like an enemies to lovers situation? Oh, is this a trope? Reluctant partners on an ongoing investigation spend a lot of time studying case notes, lots of late nights, and then they fall in love. We'll see.
These brave enforcers sacrificed their lives to defend the
Oh,
value.
frick you, Marcus. Frick you, Marcus.
But to all, they are heroes.
So everybody... So is Cait the only one who survived the bombing attack? And she only had like a scratch on her eyebrow? Everybody else died? Not his daughter?
Who was this, Daddy?
Oh, Grayson.
A good woman.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, super interesting to see how Grayson's direct kind of influence has inspired two very, very different enforcers, Marcus and Cait.
It seems to me the council has its culprit.
Well, that's tidy for you. What if I'm not interested in playing along?
I think you have to. I don't think you have a choice.
And there is more yet to achieve.
Yikes.
I hope you can remain a part of it.
He's just gonna hold that over his head, huh? Oh, boy.
From an anonymous concerned citizen.
He just throws money at him all the time. He did that in episode 3 too. Marcus, grow a spine. You are doing Grayson such a disservice by continuing to go on with this.
Soon we can do everything. Soon? There are people who need our help now, Jayce.
You wanted to see me?
Oh man, they have no idea he's working with Silco.
This corruption runs deep, Sheriff. I intend to root it out. Have you made any progress with the stolen gemstone?
Yes.
Oh, Jayce, you are pulling at some loose threads. Oh, Viktor, you are coughing up blood. Are you... Viktor?
You all right?
Viktor, you don't look all right.
A headache.
Do we know, like, what Viktor's ailment is? I'm sure that, like, the League players, you guys probably do.
It's all about these runes. They form some kind of mathy, magic-y gateway.
She's talking to Milo. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Flashbacks. Oh, not the PTSD. Is her little hideout just a big fan? Like a ceiling fan? Oh, baby girl. Oh my gosh.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake.
The rabbit. Ugh. You can't, like, help but feel bad for her, Jinx. When was the last time Vi saw, like, sunlight, though, right? And her eyes adjust this quickly to just broad daylight. And, like, what does it say that she's going right back to, like, where she's comfy? Ooh, such a great, like, action sequence scene, though. Why things are so different now. You're going back to, like, home, but home is not what you expected anymore. Oh, my goodness. The bar is different. People in charge are different. People have been saying that you're dead. So, oh, you're gonna get punched in the face. They still made it back at the same time.
You think Hextech can learn? Are you sure this is safe?
Nope.
Of course not.
Definitely not.
Oh, Jericho, have I missed these?
Oh, gross! How long has it been? Like 6-7 years, maybe?
Prison food is like, no, of course you don't.
Unbelievable.
Blech. A little lead, a little symbol.
And would take any opportunity to seize it from you. You've just made yourself everyone's common enemy, Jayce.
There she is again. Kind of manipulating, not even kind of. She is feeding Jayce what she wants him to believe. How does he know? How does he know that any of that is true? Or is he just left to believe that she is maybe one of his only friends on the council? Oh! I'm surprised she did it. You're not second, though, to her, Jinx, baby. You are not second to her. What makes you strong is your differences. Oh, man. You don't have to. Oh, you are always so smart and capable.
Well, that place does look like it has bodies buried in the basement.
You don't know anything.
It's totally different now. You don't know Caitlin? That was Vander's place, and now it's completely man.
The council assumes you'll fail. Time to prove them all wrong. Once again.
Do they assume that he'll fail, Dale? Or is she just planting that little thought in his brain?
Well, the man's a fool. With him, you'd be investing in the past. With us, you'd be investing in the future.
Does he even want any of this, though? Ugh. Oh, man.
We're currently looking for new partners in our Hextech research. And as a supporter of House Talus, you'd be the first in line to any of our advancements.
It's not ready yet, and actually it got stolen. Jayce.
Your audience awaits, Councilor.
Oh boy, look at the rocky seas ahead for you, Jayce. Ooh, there's a storm coming. There is a storm coming. Oh man. Is that supposed to be kind of like a symbol of Jayce, or what he thinks? How he sees himself? The conductor, the musician, weathering the storm, getting the applause of everybody?
So what'll it be, man or woman?
Unsuspecting partners, two lovers.
The Hextech Wonder Boy is on the council now. And he's asking questions.
He's doing an audit.
One final act to make you the martyr you've always seen yourself as.
What?
Then what are you waiting for?
Oh my God. I was like, no way. Absolutely no shot. No, we saw his daughter at the beginning. He wouldn't do that. Maybe if he was just, like a dude.
He's faltering. You need to weaponize the Hextech soon.
He's starting. Is he gonna have a redemption arc?
You're the only one I can trust with this, Jinx.
I keep seeing them. That day.
She needs a little bit of therapy.
Fear haunts us all. Child.
Don't call her a child. She's a very capable young adult.
And the money. We took over the last drop.
I saw.
Things have changed without Vander looking out for us.
You guys were all so ready to cast him aside anyways.
I owe you.
It's nothing.
Oh. I like that Vander still has some people loyal to him though.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Spicy. Jayce, she is manipulating you, dude. Oh, she is using you. Poor Viktor. Slaving away at research while Jayce is attending the opera and making out on balconies.
Are you headed home soon? I thought we could walk together.
Maybe Viktor can make out on a balcony too.
There's always tomorrow, right?
Good night, Miss Young.
Oh, she was at the progress day. That's right. We did see her. Oh, careful, Viktor. Oh my gosh, Miss Young, are you around still? We need some help. Miss Young? Miss Young, we are coughing up blood. Oh no! Is he gonna die while his friend is having sex? No! It needed blood? Blood was what it needed? Not even focusing on the horizontal twister game being played right now. Did the blood help the magic?
almost drowned in these waters.
You told me a million times.
Oh, man.
Did I miss anything?
I've got a new one for you.
Oh, man. Is this like when Vander took Vi to the place of death? And now Silco is taking Powder, or not Powder, Jinx to a turning point day for him.
And another was reborn.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need to let Powder die, so the fear of pain will no longer control you.
You better not try to drown Powder! Oh man, I don't like this. It's like an icky baptism. Jinx has issues that she needs to work through. And she is desperate for somebody to love her and trust her, and you are just using her for your own things as well. Oh no. No. Imagine Dragons, what are you doing here? She's back in town though. In her little red jacket, she's not even trying to blend in. She is, but she's not, you know. Go get her, girl. Go get her. Do it. Oh my gosh, Marcus. Marcus, you have a kid. Think about your kid, Marcus. Yeah, look at that little drawing. Do right by her. Jayce, did you leave? You made it back. You went and you're, oh my gosh. Okay, you saved Viktor. That's great.
How much time do I have?
No. Ah! Was that the death card? This show. Yes, though, girl. Oh my gosh, so much is happening.
Vi?
Yeah, girl. Oh. Like the edge of my seat, I'm like, can't breathe. Can we like rip her arm off or something? Second wind? Oh my gosh. She's been beaten up so much in prison. She can take it now, but it's so sad.
Where's he keeping her?
Keeping her? You mean Jinx?
Jinx.
She works for him.
Jinx. Oh gosh, she realizes I have chills. Oh no! Oh my gosh, Cait. Cait, come tend to our wounds. Oh, Cait, come tend to our wounds, please. Oh boy. Vander said take care of her. And then Vander died, and now she's just, oh. Cait! Cait's a shot. She's a sharpshooter. Cait. Yes. Oh my gosh, I have chills.
Do you ever say thank you?
He's gonna know we're here now.
Whose fault is that?
I love them. I need a doctor. Know your worth, girl.
My name is Caitlin.
But you're so sweet. Like a cupcake.
I ship them so much. Oh, I ship them. I hope that they kiss. Oh, Jinx, you will still be Powder. Just because you took a swim in a polluted river doesn't mean that you are
You're making a mess.
anything else. That's all he had to say to Savika. Comes in dripping blood and shimmer. Aww. She's so smart and capable. She figured out it all. Just
From the dead.
Oh my gosh. I'm not. Oh, I'm not even gonna lie. I think that's like my favorite episode so far. Oh my gosh. Episode 5. I have 4 episodes left. There's so many things that have been set up that I just cannot wait to see how it continues to play out. Oh boy. I guess first and foremost, I really want to know like what the official time skip has been. Like how long has Vi been in this solitary confinement? Just waiting, biding her time, because it looks like Jayce is definitely significantly older. And so is Powder, Jinx. Everybody else, it's a little bit more difficult to tell. I love I don't want to say parallels, because I don't think they're really parallels. But that opening scene with Cait and Grayson, that flashback, but then also Marcus going to Grayson's grave with his daughter, and both of them, just seeing how much both of them held her in such high regards. And while she definitely was a flawed character with her dealings with the Undercity, and she did it for good reasons, but that doesn't mean that it wasn't corrupt. Not great. But seeing how like her direct impact on both of those two, I think I would feel pretty confident in saying she was probably a main reason that Cait decided to get into the enforcer kind of role. And then maybe kind of a nagging presence in the back of Marcus's mind about, she was a good woman. Would she approve of what you're doing? Especially, him going to her grave after having to put those 6 other enforcers to rest, sort of thing. So I don't know. I will be interested to see if there's any other little parallels is not the word, but I can't think of what I'm trying to say right now. Any other little similarities between those two characters in particular, and just seeing how their influence on the world around them continues to change, and maybe how their actions play out as well. So there's that. Obviously, then you've got the 2 scenes, Silco taking Powder to a very pivotal place for him, where maybe his motives and his intentions and things changed the day that Vander stabbed him and he almost drowned in this polluted river. Him taking Powder, Jinx there to be like, hey, this is where I was reborn, or my ideals and my views changed. And, while he might not see while his overall goal had changed, it was definitely, I say again, like a baptism for him, whether he wanted it or not, of being dunked in this river and then coming out this different person, which I think is very similar to the day that that first big fight, battle, insurrection happened, where so many people from the Undercity died on that bridge, Vi and Powder's parents included. And that being a big point for Vander when he took Vi there, and was like, you have to think about more than, just, it's not just your life on the line. It's, you're making decisions for all these other people. And that continues to ring true. Same story, different day sort of thing. Mel. I just don't trust her. Oh, I just do not trust her. I don't trust her. I think that, lots of symbolism between her taking Jayce to that opera. I'm sure that particular opera, just from the little glimpse that we got, where there was this, this storm in the ocean and this one singular captain playing his violin, like this main character who was able to weather the storm, and then everything smoothed over and he was kind of regaled there by the masses at the end with the applause and everything. I think that is a direct, hey, Jayce, that could be you. That could be you. It's going to be rocky at first because you have unknowingly turned all these counselors kind of against you by the way that you are digging into their personal records, the way that you are auditing deliveries, the way that you trying to make security better, trying to directly help the Undercity has actually had some really negative repercussions, and not for the overall, but for these direct, very powerful individuals who are now going to maybe go out of their way to stop you. So, oh man. And I know that he right now still has this very narrow or short-sighted viewpoint of like, we're trying to help the average people. He keeps calling back on how his family has, they were just simple hammer makers and they put hammers in the hands of the people. And I think overall, he still believes, he's doing things with good intentions, but the road to hell is often paved with these good intentions. So we will see how he maybe comes into his own. Maybe he starts giving into the pressure of the rest of the council, to Mel specifically, now that they are banging. Again, she did that last episode. She was rubbing her hand all up on his chest. And I do think that she's very much so using her sexy lady status to maybe plug at his strings a little bit and get into his ear, more so than definitely the other counselors are able to. And she is very much so painted herself as an ally, as a partner, as a friend, but I'm not exactly convinced that she is. And then while all of that was going on, you have Viktor, who doesn't have very much longer. I'm really glad that he's still with us, and I'm glad Jayce was able to, I don't know, did Jayce find him? Who found him? Maybe it was the girl. Maybe she was still around, heard him coughing and maybe pass out and was able to get him to the hospital, but we will see. Those are my first thoughts. I've said this very long-winded because I have all of these things that I wanted to say, but I'm sure that when I go through and do a little second watch, there'll be more things to, call out and notice. And I can't wait to hear y'all's thought on the episode as well. So if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Sound off down below. What did you think of episode 5? Like I said, I think that this one has been my personal favorite so far, in terms of just things that it's setting up, callbacks that were made, and just, oof. When it comes to where we're going from here, I think that this was a really, really tasty episode. So can't wait to hear what y'all thought about this one down below in the comments. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.